Oh, my God.
And we're live.
Oh, he's so happy. I can't,
Who,
dude.
me?
Yes. You know what? Get him off the show.
You asked me to be on the show.
I don't even know you, dude. Sorry. The first half of this is always, like, so brutal. Aaron, take it away.
Well, you might want to check to see if it's all if we're all going.
First, let's get a
Time to
pillow
get it together,
cube.
Des.
Okay. Un momento, guys. I'm sure it's fine.
We're good?
Oh, it's definitely on.
All right.
Definitely
Well,
on
live.
what?
Yelling.
Oh,
Welcome
great.
back, Broncos country.
What's up, everyone?
How we doing? Drew, take it away.
Hey, guys.
Dude, I don't even
And
know
gals
how to
and
start this.
everyone.
Neither.
Look, I don't either.
All right, so how about let's start with your takeaway from the game.
Um,
Being a
smoke a
Dolphins
drink?
fan, you know.
uh,
How
our
did you feel? I mean, I'm sure you're feeling good, but yeah, what were some
Yeah.
takes for you from that game?
our offense is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I am without words. I'm not trying
Wow,
to be.
this
I'm
show
You
not,
and me
starting
both.
out
You and me
killer.
both.
I'm not trying to be a jerk. Like I'm trying to say
You and me
things that
both.
like.
My
Look,
take from
I've
the
been.
game?
Well, no, you go. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll give you my take.
No, I'll give you my take.
Go,
Okay.
Des.
All right, let's hear it.
The Dolphins almost got the NFL record of all scoring ever. This game.
I did tell you it was going to be a shootout.
Hey! Yeah, I know you
Only
did.
one team was
I
shooting
just
though.
didn't think it was one team.
I'd like everyone to know, if you didn't watch the pre-game, I said that the Broncos would win 38-3, like the 98 playoffs.
Sure.
Didn't think it would be that much of a blowout.
None of our predictions were close.
Not at all close. 50 score. I'm just saying the top scoring in the NFL. Like what? Who's the last team that's scored by 70?
I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you.
Drink.
We're in a drinking game?
No, it's post game. I'm so sad right now.
I need water.
We do need. I need water.
Yeah, Spindrift.
She needs water. Is that water?
Yeah.
The defense did not show up. Unfortunate, because I don't know in
frustrated.
how many years we've been able to say that about the Broncos defense.
Boy, did they not show up.
And we lost. That's all I have. Anyways.
I will say
Continue.
this, as a Dolphins fan, you had several calls against you that were
Bull.
yes.
Like
Spin
that,
drift.
the second
the-
touchdown that was
Yeah,
called back because
the
he wasn't set up in time.
Defensive pass well, no, that one, but also the offensive pass interference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
where
yeah,
he was just
exactly.
running his route.
Yeah.
I mean that even as a Dolphins fan, like it was an unnecessary roughness, like a late hit that I didn't like that call either.
Yeah,
This is
it
me.
seems like that's been happening.
NFL's getting soft.
NFL's getting soft. Actually, we should reintroduce ourselves just in case
yeah,
no
that's
one
right.
watched the pregame. So, Des,
right.
Aaron. Actually, sorry, it took the lead. Des, Aaron, Broncos fan cast. This is Drew, one of my
Hi,
friends from
everyone.
college. He's here against his will and against my will. Aaron
No,
asked him.
I'm kind of here willingly at this point. Gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
He's
to be honest.
happy to be here.
So
Yeah.
that's why a Dolphins fan is here. Drew, the Dolphin fan. And he's a friendly enemy.
Friend of me.
Friend of me.
He's a friend of me. He's a friend of me. Anywho, that's who we all are.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is our biggest reason why we lost today? You can name two. I'll give you two. You don't have to do the one.
Well, this is going to be pretty deep analysis.
Yeah.
Are you
yeah,
ready
dude.
for it?
Yeah,
All right.
we were here for half an hour.
We suck.
I knew that was coming. I knew
That's
that
it?
was coming.
You can't say that.
Are you kidding me? We lost barely to two bad teams, and they're bad because look what happened to them since we played them. Those are two bad teams, and then we got 70-pieced by a good team. So I mean, we
don't like
we
the-
suck.
the phrase
we're
70-pieced.
the worst team in the NFL. We're at this point we're looking for the number one pick.
Worst team in the NFL. You're gonna say that.
We're
right
0-3. Well, name another 0-3 team that lost.
I don't
that
know.
got 70 put on them.
I don't want to look at that right now. Worst team in the NFL. You're
Yeah.
calling it.
we're the worst team in the NFL right now. That's 100% facts. The stats, the proof is in the numbers. I mean,
Okay.
Well, going into this game, you said, and you surprised me that you said the
a
Broncos
high-scoring game
offense
also.
is a fairly efficient offense, and that Russ has some. I'm not. You were the
Yeah.
one saying that,
Yeah.
and even watching the first quarter.
You said that earlier.
I no, he said that earlier.
No, you said earlier.
Yes.
If we're playing the first quarter Broncos,
But-
I'm scared.
And the first few possessions, you all can get into the end zone really well, or sorry, into the red zone really well,
okay.
and then it stalls out.
I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day, man. That's all, you know. What can I say?
I see that game you're talking about, Des. I see that game.
Listen, I need everyone watching, all two of you right now, to tell me how much game Aaron has, because I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's around like a 7.
A 7?
I give you game.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I think that's really good game.
So what is 10 game? What kind of game is that
Like-
get you?
Brad,
I was literally thinking that.
Oh, who's the guy? Who's the guy on the Dolphins?
Oh, Braxton Berrios.
Braxton Berrios game. Actually, but you're right. Travis Kelce would be 10, 11 because the way that he has. Can we all just talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce right now? Forget the Dolphins.
Yeah, let's talk
Broncos
about the
game.
Chiefs.
Let's talk about the Chiefs because
Sure.
here's the thing. When I was coming here, I was like, thank God that Taylor Swift is at this Chiefs game because not everyone is posting about how the Broncos lost 50 points. Everyone's talking about how Taylor Swift is at the Chiefs game. So no one's talking about us right now.
We should be talked about.
Well, no, because we're on Taylor Swift. So what do we think? Are they going to end up together? Because that's all I care about right now. All right.
That's all you care
about? He's at a 10-11, you're at a 7. That's impressive.
A 7?
That's a 3-point difference from a NFL tight end, bro.
I'm not good with it. I'm not feeling it.
Aaron, you think you're better than an
No,
NFL player?
he's striving to be the best.
Yeah, I'm better than a 7.
Dude,
That's what
I
better
know
than.
I'm not a Sports Illustrated model, but I know I could give myself numbers, but I'm not going to be a 10-11.
So what's an 8?
I'd say like a C or a D celebrity, like what, like
So
probably
celebrity
influencer.
to you is a big deal, is a bigger deal. Celebrity status is a bigger deal. than you.
I think it goes up in women's books. The more status you have, in a sense of
Okay.
what you've accomplished. Not even women and men. I think it's vice versa. I think it goes up as what you've accomplished, what your career is.
What if the celebrity's like George Costanza or something like that? You know, the guy who plays, just somebody who's just not
Come
a
on.
Did
not
he
a
kill
looker.
someone
You
too?
know.
No, George Costanza.
You don't
did
know who
not
George
kill
Costanza
someone.
is? You don't know
Guys,
Seinfeld?
did you know Aaron Hernandez killed a lot of people?
We can't go back down this road. I
didn't
brought it up,
watch a pregame,
and that's
you
my
Welcome
bad.
back to True Crime Broncos.
God darn it.
So you were aware of that?
Well, I knew he killed people. I didn't know you had already talked about it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, during the pregame, I was made very aware of it.
Also,
Good
no
morning.
idea.
The
I didn't
vo-
know, dude. There's document.
Yeah.
Have you watched them? Exactly, I haven't watched them. I just knew he was a bad guy.
Right, but
Podcast 101.
Yeah,
Talk to
news
someone
is
who's not
available.
on mic or on camera.
We've
You're-
done it multiple times
know.
for all 2 people watching.
Presley Rose Roy, everyone.
My full government name?
Oh, sorry. Don't look her up.
her socials.
Or
Her
do. I don't know.
social is 111. Broncos lost. 3-0.
All right. So I have a question.
What?
I'm just asking.
I don't know.
How much of this was, because I want to know from the outside perspective, how much of this do you think was a bad Broncos team, and how much of this was a very good Dolphins team? Because I don't know.
50-50.
It's 50-50.
Okay.
It's how good they are completely exposing how bad we are.
Sure.
It's just it's just a combination of the both for
Sure.
sure. Because it's like any opportunity there was an open player downfield, Tua found him. He didn't miss anything, And every play that was a pass play was like a 30-yard chunk play of wide open.
It shocks me how
Receivers.
often, after watching 3 games, it shocks me how open Tyreek Hill is constantly.
I don't
Well,
get it.
also, is that because Simmons is out?
No, I mean we still have Patrick Surtain, and we're zone
Yes.
coveraging everything. You
Yeah.
know, why don't
But-
just man to man him? I'll take Pat Surtain losing man to man coverage instead of zone coverage and allowing Tyreek to just find the middle of the field or the wide open spot and get 50-yard catches every.
Well,
every
yeah,
drive.
and also Michael Simon, I don't need you talking crap on me
What
because
did he
we
say?
already know that I don't know about Aaron Hernandez. We talked about that like
What did he
6 hours ago.
say?
He says everyone in the world was aware of that.
Okay.
Right.
We're not talking about Aaron Hernandez anymore, including
it's a
you.
delay,
I
Drew.
know, but I'm just telling my father.
Show him your jersey again.
No more Aaron
Hey,
Hernandez talk.
Mike.
No more Aaron Hernandez talk.
Dummy.
Anyways,
this is a joyous day.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing: is I call myself a dummy, so no one else can.
Yeah.
You don't know who George Costanza from Seinfeld is?
No, I don't watch Seinfeld.
Do you know Seinfeld?
He doesn't watch Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. Isn't that crazy?
Yet. I haven't yet.
Ever,
You know?
ever.
I haven't yet.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
crazy? That's crazy.
I would say Harry Potter's crazier than Lord of the Rings.
What?
I think so. That it seems
Well,
like Harry
both
Potter's a
are
bigger
so
deal.
crazy.
Yes. But here's the thing. I try to back off on this because you've never seen that. Like, you have 7 of those too.
Oh yeah. I've said
Everyone
movies-
has.
There's-
You've never seen those.
I've never seen the Aaron Hernandez documentary. Anyways,
There's just
so,
movies that are just I can't
I know,
believe you've
but
never seen.
getting back on track, Ryan
Yeah.
Collins says the zone coverage is a joke.
Absolute. Thank you.
Oh
Just an
my
absolute
God.
joke. Like, what are we doing out there? Thank you, Vance Joseph.
Ryan Collins, well said that, but what? So you think it's Vance Joseph's fault, not the
I
players?
mean, oh yeah.
Seriously,
this
but-
is the same defense we had last year. This is the same players on defense.
So
Is it not?
you were
It's
pointing
the
all
same
to
players.
Vance.
If we had
I mean,
Zero Evero with this team, look how well we were playing last year.
I don't know what the answer is. I mean, if
You
it
swear,
is,
that's the only difference. That's the only, I mean, we've only added better players to our defense from last year. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't lost anybody.
So it's Vance for you.
significant.
It's Vance
Yeah,
for
and
you.
it's only can be scheme and play
so
calling.
as a reminder, Drew grew up in Colorado, born and raised. So he's a Broncos fan through and through, unless we play the Dolphins.
The
So what-
Dolphins are my team.
Dolphins are your team, but as a Dolphins fan that knows a lot about the Broncos, what do you think is the Broncos' biggest fault on what, like,
I'm a energy woo woo guy. and
Love it,
I think
love it.
that I truly believe that it is hard for a team that has a new coach, that has a newish quarterback, that there's a lot of hype around both of those players. You go into on the road, and the first play or the first drive, the game started and Des went to the bathroom.
I did.
And
So
by
you
the
missed
time
it?
she came out of the bathroom,
30 seconds. I went into the bathroom and I was like, I have to pee so fast.
the Tyreek Hill touchdown
It
happened.
happened within 30 seconds.
And so what I mean by that is I think a lot of it is, I mean, you have guys that, I mean, that locker room's got to be divided. And
Yeah.
you have doubts, and you have because you have talent on that team.
But
There's no
last
doubting
year,
that.
it was offense first defense. I mean, well, that's a silly statement to say, but last year, we saw a very visible clip of Mike Purcell yelling at Russell
Yeah.
Wilson. Defense being pissed off at the offense. You think it could be the opposite way around this year?
Oh yeah, it's a lot about the defense for sure. I mean, the defense is just Swiss cheese out there. You know.
I'm also concerned about what the team overall. I don't know
Yeah,
a
the
lot
morale of the team
and how
overall
they
is just
feel
good.
towards Peyton.
You think they're not a fan of Payne?
I don't know. This is completely reckless speculation, but
Okay.
you have a coach that comes in to an already experimented team, brings a lot of his own guys from New Orleans,
Okay. Yeah.
cuts fan favorite and locker room favorite guys during preseason.
Who?
I mean, the main one I'm thinking of is that tight end. What was that guy's name?
Alberto.
Oh, Oak.
Yeah, but he wasn't really playing last year. Like, he is
Yeah,
a
he
fan
didn't
No,
play.
but I just mean I know.
No, I know.
And
It's a
McManus
valid.
and
It's
stuff.
Yeah.
okay,
And
and
so
McManus.
I wonder, especially when it's not happening. I mean, I would also say that especially the last 2 games, the first 2 games of the season, he's getting out coached too.
So what's interesting is I think last game, one of the biggest things that people were talking about is that the biggest reason we lost was being out coached. And how much money did we just spend on a coach? The year prior, all we talked about is how much money we spent on a quarterback, and that's for 6 years we've been trying to get a NFL or Super Bowl winning quarterback. Now we finally got the Super Bowl winning coach, and now people are saying we're getting out coach. Last year was we're getting out quarterback. This year is we're getting out coach.
So, go ahead. Sorry.
So what do we do?
So
That's
with that
my
being
question.
said, I think there's something that a lot of people has been saying that I feel like I'm about to give a different take on now. So you said this a little bit ago. You were talking about they're a talented team, and everybody's like, Denver's a talented team. You know what's going on? At what point are we going to sit here and say maybe we're really not talented? Maybe we're just not talented. We think our guys were good. We think this and that. You know, Jerry Jeudy is the best route runner. Blah blah blah. And got guys. Cortland Sutton can do this. But every time we go out on the field, year in year out, nothing. We get nothing out of it.
Yeah,
So maybe we're not talented.
I know. So
Maybe-
Hector says rough. Agree with you, my man, Hector. So Ryan also said Payne could easily step in and take over defensive playing. I think people are putting too much blame on Vance Joseph. Payton definitely didn't have a defensive solution either. That's a very interesting take. I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. I think Payton's a better offensive caller
Yeah.
than defensive. But what we said in the pregame was Vic could have came back to the Broncos. But we all decided he probably didn't because he was just coaching there, which I thought when Vance was in the rumors to come back that Vance wouldn't because of that. He still
Right.
did. So do you think his time at the Cardinals – yeah, the Cardinals aren't that great, but it was a good defense last year at the Cardinals, was it
No,
not?
They were average defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were average. That average is his best. He's done.
Okay, so does that mean that the Broncos were top defense, which they were last year? So you think we just hired an average coach and we just downgraded to get a Super Bowl winning coach? Do you think Sean Payton is fault at bringing Vance Joseph in, or do you think it's the ownership?
You asked
Or-
Aaron like 17
Yeah, you did.
questions.
What question do you want to answer?
I guess I guess we can start there. It's definitely Peyton that brought him in. And you might have to re-ask like 11 of them.
Okay, Payton, great. Wait, what?
I think it was
All right.
Peyton's fault bringing him in. We had a chance to bring Rex Ryan in, which I would have liked that
You
because
love
he's an
Rex
aggressive
Ryan.
style defensive coach. You know, I
He's
like
also
an
he's like a
aggressive-
players guy. Like
Exactly,
players
yeah.
like him.
Vance, his just style is just too soft for what I wanted. It was like that when he was a head coach, and he's just coming here. And
I
does the
also
exact same thing.
I remember hearing this a couple years ago because like 3 or 4 years ago the Dolphins had like a phenomenal defense, and then the following year our defense sucked. And I saw something that like a bunch of podcasts that I listened to, sports podcasts, were saying that statistically defenses throughout the years and league have a tough time having turnover in their success rate. Offenses can have 3, 4, 5 years of a consistent like progress.
Okay.
But defenses, even if you have similar personnel, similar play calling, defenses just statistically have a tough time being as good as they always are season in and season out.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, that to me, that can be part of it too, you know?
I'm sure it is a little part of it for sure. But I mean, it's just our defense is an absolute dumpster fire. You know.
Well, and which is interesting because for I think a decade our defense has been the top
Right.
in the NFL. So the fact that it went from 0 to 100 real quick, like, you're right. The only thing, and also Ryan Collins said the first year he was DC for Cardinals was the worst in the league in yards allowed per game. So like, but
Why
but
did
how
people hire him?
But how do we
For
go
defensive
from
coordinator.
that and that being a stat to us hiring Vance? Like, where's
That's
the
my
disconnect
question.
as
I don't
a-
understand why we hired him.
So we don't know something. What do we not know? What do we not know, guys? What
A
do we
lot.
not
I mean,
know?
this is just
A
how
lot.
this is how I feel.
A
Like
lot.
as a
I don't.
diehard sports fan, like we don't know a lot. Like I always look to Bieniemy, Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, who interviewed.
well, now
I know, but sorry.
No,
who
no.
has been the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs for
Yeah.
a decade and now
Yeah.
is with who is he with? now?
Washington.
Yeah.
As an offensive
Offensive
coordinator, right?
yeah,
coordinator.
correct.
He would interview for head coaching jobs year in and year out. And a lot of times they were talking about the Dolphins or sometimes even the Broncos. Like I remember, and he never was getting hired. And he has always ran a phenomenal offense. And sometimes you don't know how people interview.
Yeah.
Like, and that can go both ways. Like,
Personality.
Vance
yeah.
might
be a great
kill
guy.
an interview.
But that's what they're saying
Yeah.
about Hackett, that he killed the interview room.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we hired Hackett.
We thought Aaron Rodgers was coming. That's why we hired Aaron.
I
That's
mean-
why we hired Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah.
To be real. Let's be real.
No, that's. I mean, that is.
Yeah, and then
what
we didn't
happened.
get him, and then Plan B came, which was Russell Wilson.
Hey. Russell, you did not hear that. If you're one of the
mean-
5 watching, don't worry about it.
I mean, Russell. I mean,
I think everyone knows it. It's not an
I'll
insult.
never
Yeah, it
tell
wasn't an
Russell
insult.
that. I'll never tell that. But on
Also,
the bright
look where
side,
you would rather have Aaron Rodgers right now or Russell Wilson.
No.
At
no.
least one
Yeah.
of them's playing.
Listen,
Right.
but also the Bears are about to go down on 31-0 in the first half, according to Mike Simon. So we're not the only team.
Who are the Bears
Yeah,
playing?
but the Bears. That's kind of what the Bears do. You know, I mean, they just haven't been
All
great.
right,
you know?
listen, this is not what the
we
Broncos
expect
do, though.
more. We expect more from our team.
Okay, cool. Anyways,
Same with the Bears
so
are playing.
I don't even know where to go from here. I'm not gonna lie. So after starting 0-3, there's only been 6 teams in the NFL ever in NFL history to make the playoffs.
We won't be 7. It's just factual. There's no way.
But 7's our lucky number in Colorado, so por qué no? Okay, I'm gonna cry after this.
Who did the Broncos play next week?
We play
It was the-
Is it the
No,
Bears?
no,
It's
that's
the Bears.
Bears. I told you it was
we
a
might
B
win next
word,
week.
Yeah.
We could
did.
win. We
Where?
could win.
Back in Denver?
Off
the top, I don't remember.
It is at Bears, so in
Okay.
Chicago.
I was going to say in Denver, you have a team because now, again, I'm like an energy guy, but like you have a team that now some of those players might not even be playing for
Thank you, Ryan.
for
Sorry, the delay is pretty long.
for Sean
Anyways.
Payton anymore. Like they're playing for their jobs.
Oh yeah.
And they have these are prideful humans, and you have no one wants to have happen to them what just happened to them on the Broncos, and so that is now a team that you are
But
scared
that's
to
why
play.
I thought the Broncos would win today because 0-2 both at home with a head coach that's already won a Super Bowl. There's so much history behind
Right.
what is happening with the Broncos. I thought that story would have happened today.
And the only issue with what you're saying is that's literally the exact same thing that the Bears are on the verge of doing right now, being in that position as well.
That's fair.
Really?
They're on
What's their
they're what
record?
31
What's their
they're down 31-0 right now as an
Sure,
Owens,
sure.
you know, so they're going to be
No.
It's not as
feeling
bad
the
as the
same way.
Broncos. Lose by 50 points and then call me.
Well, they're down
They're on their
31.
way.
They're well on the way.
Fine. Listen, I'm so sad. The fact that I showed up today says a lot about
Yeah,
me.
I know. I was hoping you didn't text me back.
I did too.
I have, if I may, I have a photo of what Dez looked like during the game
You're
that
not
I.
going to be able to see it.
Well, I can get closer to the camera.
Well, no one wants that.
I think we all do.
I would like to see it.
This is for our viewers. I'll show it. Oh, that doesn't work. Well,
Yep.
that failed.
Let's,
Sorry, everyone.
Let's
Show
take a look at
Aaron.
what it is. Oh, okay.
And you can also just show it from here.
Okay.
I know, but it doesn't
Won't
work.
work.
It's her laying with her shirt over her head on the couch.
It's not good.
I didn't want to see anything. And then also, I've never not watched the end of a Broncos game.
It's true.
Correct. And at the 4th, we switch it over to the Ravens versus the Colts.
But you know who else won today?
I don't know.
My cooking. I made very good breakfast burritos today.
You did say you were making breakfast burritos.
Des?
I should've came
Dude,
and had
I
some
can't.
of that.
What did you
Literally,
say earlier?
They were one of the best breakfast burritos I've had in a long time.
I made good breakfast.
Thanks for the
burritos.
invite, Des.
I
We did
invited
invite you
earlier.
on camera, I
Anyways,
think,
Broncos
actually.
country. Yeah,
Oh
you
my
did.
God. So, oh my God. Hector just asked, why aren't we paying the rest with our Walmart money? We are the most penalized team.
That's a good call. I mean, that's a
Low
great
key,
point. Like,
high key, so true.
we don't get any calls. It doesn't matter if we're down by 100. Like they don't give us any pity calls. They don't give us anything.
There was quite a bit of calls today, and we already mentioned this earlier, that should have been called for us.
2 touchdowns were called.
2
back.
touchdowns, yeah.
But, I mean, we still would have lost. Even if
I mean, things like that can just
'Cause
destroy the morale
it's
of
close.
a
It
team.
was
You're
closer
not- I
around
know,
that time.
I know,
Like,
I know,
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
not fucking wrong. But either way, where do we go from here?
I
Where?
don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say what do you want now?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, what do we want? Playoffs it's not happening. It's not.
I just want to win one
that's
game.
done.
How
Yeah.
about that? One game?
We have a chance to win a game next week because we're playing the other team that could possibly be the worst
Ooh,
team.
how
in
much
the
time do we have?
NFL.
You want to go schedule? You want to go schedule real quick? And
Yeah.
and you guys
Let's
want
do
to
it.
pick?
Let's see what the
I
rest
want to
of
say
the,
we're going to win everyone.
let's see what the rest of the season.
All
has
right,
for
so
us
we
here.
have. Hold on. Well, the Broncos.
Okay, by the way, Drew grew up in Colorado. We already said that.
We did. We've
I
gone
know,
over
but
this.
people are going to see your jersey and be like, what is he doing?
Born and raised in Colorado, I was an influenced child, and
By a guy named Nate.
yeah. I truly don't even know if Nate's
Why is
like
his name not like Brock or something like that's cool? Or like
next week.
wrong with
Broncos play the Bears.
Bears, Broncos win.
So I will say this: I
Oh.
think the next couple weeks we have an opportunity to win both of those games, and if we do, don't be fooled.
Damn.
Going a
go
little
ahead.
Runsky.
Also,
Yeah,
and before you
don't
get
be
into this,
fooled.
Ryan said first game I've ever turned off since 2013 after Sun's second fumble. Like I already said, I agree with you, Ryan. Like I haven't ever switched off a game. So okay, so Bears.
So Bears, then
we
you
have a
guys,
chance.
then you guys play the Jets in Denver. I will be a massive Broncos fan for that game.
I'll be in Denver for that.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right, you will.
I will.
Okay,
Then you guys.
we'll probably go 1-1.
Now we have Chiefs in Denver.
Loss.
That
Easy.
no, hold
Easy
on.
W.
Those are just like when the Dolphins sucked, but the Patriots could not win in Miami. The Broncos always play the Chiefs close, especially in Denver. Am I wrong?
Right.
They're closer in Denver than Kansas City, but still we haven't won in 14 games.
15.
Oh yeah. Oof.
15?
And then after that, Monday night game in Buffalo.
Those are. I'm seeing 1-3 right now so far.
Okay. Then the Vikings come to Denver. You get a little home run. You get the
Loss.
Vikings and the Browns both coming to Denver. Are the Browns
I don't
good?
think
What's
that's-
happening
yeah,
there?
they whooped. They whooped today.
The Browns might be good.
They whooped.
Did they not?
They won
whooped.
27-3, I think. Yeah. They're pretty good.
Oh.
I mean, until we really win a game, it's hard for me to say we're going to win any of them.
That's
Until
fair.
we win a game, how do we know what we're going to do
Yeah,
ever?
they're all L's until we win one.
Well, Des, I have a question because you brought this up at the beginning. I'm not what?
What do you want?
She's a mess.
Drew the Dolphins fan? I am a
You
mess.
at the
I'm
beginning
angry.
at the pregame you asked the question: is it better to lose like you did last week on a Hail Mary not called pass interference 2-point conversion, or to get blown out? And you had yet to be blown out, and then that happened today.
I did say
I'm
that.
not talking
say
smack.
this.
I'm just
I did.
speaking.
So
No.
I hurt more last week, but this week is, there's clarification,
Uh-huh.
Are we, because last week it's like, oh man, we could be good. Are we going to be good or not? Now we know. We suck.
No. I also think this game is too much of an outlier compared to the first two games. Because right now there's only been 3. The first 2 games, it was too close. First half of both games were like killer. Second half, not great. Both games. This game, no idea what happened. I think this game is too much of an outlier.
I think
really do.
this team was a good team and the first 2 teams were bad teams and we're worse than all of them. So we lost to all of them. And the ones against the worst teams were closer because they're also bad. You know what I mean? Like the Raiders, we lost to the Raiders, and immediately the next week they got blasted 38-10 by a good
Amen,
team.
sister.
By
I
a
know
good
how
team.
that is.
Buffalo played Washington this week and blew them out. Last time I saw the score it was like 22-0. I'm sure they didn't come back. Maybe they did, but I don't think they did. So I mean, they're getting blown out by other teams, actual good teams. We're
And
bad.
Ryan is saying he's like it was also worse last week because we blew a huge lead.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like that's like classic Broncos lately, unfortunately. But Ryan is saying he would rather have a huge loss than a 1-point loss. Actually, I think the reverse. I would rather lose by 1 point, so I know it's that close that we're on the precipice of like almost being that good. But Hector asks a good question: which Broncos player needs the most love after this loss?
Needs the most love?
Needs the most love.
I mean, I think all of them need a little.
I think
stern.
Son does. Son effed
I would
up
say
quite
Sutton.
a bit.
Do you have 2 fumbles?
Yeah, he had 2 fumbles. Yeah.
Sutton.
Yeah, I mean,
Unfortunately.
there's no other choice. Yeah.
And he's.
But does he need the love, or should he like do better?
I think he needs to he needs. I don't know.
I
Love
think-
isn't necessarily the word.
But Sutton last week should have gotten the call on him. That was on him, right? That it should have been
mean-
the pass interference call.
I mean, yeah, but that's out of his.
Also, does
But that should have given him love. Like I think throughout the weeks he's gone the short and the stick. Anyways, yes, Drew.
does the entire defensive unit count as one
Correct.
person?
So the entire defensive unit needs the most love. Can I throw myself in the mix?
I think we're all mad. I'm mad at all of them. I don't think they don't need any love.
You cannot get mad at those players because you're mad at Vance Joseph, not at the players. I want
I
to
mean,
remind
I guess
you
that's
who
right. You're
mad
right.
at.
You're right. I'm not mad at the players.
Jesus
I mean,
Christo.
it's more so Vance Joseph, for sure.
I'm mad at Sean Payton for you. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't like him as a coach on the Broncos. I've
Okay.
been skeptical to begin with. I don't like his attitude.
Yo, we got some controversial opinions up in here.
I as a adjacent Broncos fan who born and raised in Colorado will always root for the Broncos unless it goes against the interests of the Dolphins. I think the Sean Payton experiment has failed.
It's been 3
3
games,
games in.
mind you.
I know, and that's why I'm saying it, and I'm saying it for clicks. But
Click on.
I think it is clearly has not failed. It is failing.
Yeah, I know. 3 games in out of 17. But also another thing, Ryan says that Russ needs it the most. That's a very good point.
I think Russ needs it most.
I think we completely overlooked
100%.
that. Yeah.
Russ needs it the most because he's not playing horrible out there, and everybody
No.
is going to blame him for everything and talk about how bad Russell Wilson is.
Well,
and
because
everything.
also this game going into it, we were talking. What? Sorry, you said it in our pregame, and I completely forgot. And then I saw it on the TV, and Drew goes, "Aaron already said that." And I go,
Yeah.
"Don't remember it."
You know-
But he was the best quarterback in the AFC last week.
Yeah,
AFC
yeah.
West or AFC total?
AFC
Probably
total.
AFC. You know who I think? You know who I think played
Can't.
well today for the Broncos? And I'm not being facetious.
Russ.
And the offensive line.
Yeah, offensive line wasn't bad.
Uh,
he didn't,
okay,
he didn't
and-
get sacked.
No,
like,
I don't
really
think he
at
got
all.
one
Like,
sack.
not once.
You know what's crazy? The offense is killing it. The defense is willing it. What is going on? Amen, sister.
Like I couldn't imagine our
Oh,
defense
God.
taking this massive, of a drop off. I couldn't have imagined this.
No,
Like,
I
was
don't think
always
anyone
worried.
did.
I was always worried that I'm worried the tables are going to turn and now our offense is good, but the defense isn't good. But this is.
Okay, so back to my question about 20
one?
minutes ago.
I know,
Which
right?
one exactly? Where do we go from here? So we play the Bears next week. Dolphins, who do you play?
We play the Bills in Buffalo. It's gonna be.
Ooh, that's
it's
going to be a
tough
good game. What time?
I think it's 10 a.m.
If it's at the same time, I won't be watching. But where do we go from here, dude?
Yeah,
I need somebody to help me off the ledge, because
no.
it's like
I know
I'm
I've had a
teetering
couple
on-
of texts of
on-
wellness checks, honestly, lately.
Yeah, it's I'm teetering on, are we just in the point of tanking for the number 1 pick and just starting over, just stripping it and starting over?
This is a real question. You think we're the worst in the NFL?
I mean, the Bears are putting up a fight, but we're right there, yeah.
You think we're in line with the Bears,
Yeah,
Texans?
yes. Didn't Texans win today?
Texans won today.
Yeah. Yeah, we're worse than them. They're better than us.
Cardinals are bad.
Is anyone else 0-3 right now?
I think the Bears, yeah. I mean, sure, they're well on the way to 0-3.
Drew, fact check me
I
right
got
now.
you.
But I mean, doesn't matter. If there is another 0-3 team, they don't have a 70-point loss on their record. So I mean,
Russ only took 1 sack today.
Yeah.
Ryan, so sorry. This is so delayed. But either way, the O-line really stepped up. But
Yeah.
you're not wrong. We might have the worst record in the NFL right now.
I'm panicking because I'm trying to find
And,
a way to
and
get
our
the standings.
offense only looks worse when it's, we get a 3 and out, and then they score a touchdown, then we fumble the ball, they score a touchdown. It's like every time they got the ball, it was just an easy touchdown.
Okay, cool.
So, I mean, Russ, I don't have much blame for the offense for not being able to keep up, because who the hell can keep up with 70 points?
The Bengals. When do they play? Are they playing right now? Because the Bengals haven't won a game yet.
Oh, yeah, but their quarterback's hurt.
Burrow's hurt.
I mean, he's
Joe
been
Burrow?
he's been limping around. He
Oh,
didn't finish
no.
last game.
Joe?
Yeah, he didn't even
America's
finish last game.
Sweetheart
The
Joe?
Vikings have yet
Did
to
you
win
know
a
that?
game. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bears.
Ryan said the Vikings. Ryan answered for us.
And the Panthers.
Wait,
and the
so
Cardinals.
there's a few teams.
But some of those are playing right now.
So we'll see after today if we have the worst record. So no, Vikings.
the
already
Vikings
played.
lost.
Okay, so
Vikings
we're tied
are
with the
0-3.
Vikings. We're one of 2 teams in the
Honestly,
NFL
the
right now.
reason why I think we are the worst team out of all those teams is because none of them
Ryan,
have a
thank
defense
you.
as bad as we do. Our defense is.
What did Ryan say?
He's answering for us. It just takes
Oh,
us out.
thank you, Ryan.
Which is so unfortunate.
Sorry.
Ryan, you should be right here. We should not be here. I should not be here. Let's switch. Anyways, guys, this is a brutal loss. Like, I'm actually more happy to be here today than I was last week.
Oh yeah.
Granted, I missed half the game because of work, but it's such a blowout. You can't even take it seriously.
Yeah, I'm defeated is what I
A
feel
little,
like.
yeah.
Emotionally defeated.
There's not a lot to analyze.
Yeah, not as defeated as the 2 point. So big stat guy, Ryan Collins. So Drew, last comments as a Dolphins fan. Very proud of you.
Thanks.
We are good friends.
And I'm not. I like to think of myself as a fairly even keeled, like
You
not
are. It's
a
been nice
whole
having you on
fan.
here.
For
Like
sure.
that. That's not fun.
Correct.
And again, I'm not saying this to be mean. Like, I've never been on the 50-point end of a loss before as a football fan.
I never have either.
But-
until today, right? Have we lost by 50
yeah,
before?
I was
don't
telling
think so.
Drew when we parked, I think the closest to that was Super
Ooh,
Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
against Seahawks.
That felt
was the
worse. That
closest.
felt worse.
I don't think we've had a loss that bad since the Super Bowl.
But like
Yeah.
Ryan, where are you? Let me know.
Rams last year, what was that final? They beat us pretty good.
Ooh, yeah, it was like 40 something.
40,
It
50
was
points
same,
on us,
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I have been a fan of I'm not here like fronting. Like, the Dolphins have sucked for a long time, and so like
Fronting.
it sucks. Also, I didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
I did a lot, honestly, for that team.
I know.
Okay.
But thank you. Thanks for. I'm having
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
man.
I'm like at a
I'd
complete
love
loss of
to.
words.
I'd love to.
Honestly,
Anytime you
yeah.
guys want to chat sports, I'm here.
Yeah, I mean,
Appreciate you coming on. For
Yeah,
sure.
you
No,
might be
seriously.
back.
Thanks
Listen.
for having me, y'all. Happy to be here.
I wish we had more words to say. We've
Long
already said
time,
a
first
lot of
time.
words.
Yeah,
It's
we're
been
just
half
sad.
an hour.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and cry and lay
Ryan
with
said
my
the
dog.
Rams. Yeah, Rams was the biggest loss
Okay.
lately. Anyways, yeah, I'm not even going to. Last week I was so willing to cry. This week I'm just like, let's send it.
It's
Well-
like last week, it was like, you're in a relationship and you love the person and you get cheated on for the first time and you're like, oh, that hurt. But it's like, now it feels like I've been cheated on 100 times.
Let's
and it's
go
like,
cheat.
I'm dead. I'm just like,
Okay, no, you're
Well,
right.
hey, if the next couple of weeks don't go
numb.
that well, the bandwagon is open.
oh,
Well-
that I could never be.
No. Not
For
a
the
not a
Dolphins, that doesn't
not a
matter.
full time. Don't abandon your team, but you always have to have other teams.
Right, yeah, just
We're
to kinda-
welcome.
Listen,
Come on.
for my friends that will never watch a show, they are moving to Vegas, and they keep talking about, well, jokingly, that they might root for the Raiders, and I'm like, anyone else,
no way.
we keep telling them they're one of the most hated teams in the NFL,
Yeah.
and everyone agrees with it.
Yeah.
But I get it. Vegas has never had a football team, so I understand it. But
I'm
either,
rooting for the Nuggets from this point on.
Well, we're talking about football.
I'm
but
game. No, Nuggets,
I'm
let's
looking
go.
for the
if
NBA
Dolphins
season
were ever
now.
facing anyone, I will root for you. If and when you will get to the playoffs. Ooh, knock
We have
on
a
wood.
lot of football left to play.
If and
We just both knocked on wood when I said that, so now we know what knock on wood means.
I mean, I agree to disagree.
Listen, and I think we'll end this hard on what Hector said. Maybe the Broncos need this guy's breakfast burritos. Stay strong, Broncos country.
Thanks, Hector.
Honestly, we do.
Hector, where you at? I'll send you some.
He's in.
Where you at?
Oh, Detroit. Oh, he's gonna hate me for this. I know Hector, and this is really embarrassing.
Hector,
so.
next time you're
It's
in
all
LA,
good. She
I
didn't
got
know
you.
my name.
I didn't know his first name.
Or that
don't
I was
know-
from Denver.
I know. I go, why are you a Broncos fan? He's like, I was born there. I was like, no, you were not. Anyways, I know nothing. We gotta go. I'm
Yeah.
gonna actually go cry now.
Mm-hmm.
I said
Me
I
too.
wasn't.
I don't have any words. So,
Wow, and this is the biggest viewing we have right now. So,
really?
Yep,
What do we have? How many do we have?
13.
13. Shout out.
I'm so sorry.
What do you guys want
guys.
to talk about?
14.
14.
Our
Should we
audience
keep
are.
talking? What do you guys want to talk about?
No, I mean, I don't know anything. Press, do you want to say hi?
Hey.
Come on over.
Hey, you want to plug Beetle House?
Oh,
Why not?
the platform to do that?
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Beetle House?
They'll
So
start
there's-
signing off eventually. So come and
If you're in LA, there's a really cool Beetlejuice themed restaurant and bar.
for
and our-
Halloween. For Halloween.
Oh,
yeah,
that sounds awesome.
And
I do
one
wanna
of
do
our,
that.
our lovely friends is working there, and
Come
she
here,
sings
come
and
here.
she
Say
crushes
hi.
it. Come say hi.
Come here. Come around here. So last time.
Yay!
Hey. Hey. She works at Beetle House. If you're in LA, come by, and it's a Halloween themed bar. And if you're not in LA, come visit just to see her.
And if
She sings.
that restaurant wants to sponsor us, that's awesome too.
We're just trying to get
Just
sponsored.
plugging, baby.
As
Just plugging
that's
as
not
much as we
working at
can.
all. Anyways, guys, well, that's all we have. Stay safe out there, Broncos country. Be serious
right.
though. I don't know how
Well,
do you
guys
sign this
have a-
off.
Yeah, exactly. This is bad. So.
I know he has to go stop it.
I'm producer and host.
Can you sing a little for Beetle House as we sign off?
What's
Yeah,
like a
outro
sad-
music.
What's a sad song? Like a grieving song for Broncos?
no.
What's